Hey everyone, James Niggemeyer here. Thank you for tuning back into my YouTube channel. I've gotten to the point where my boat is ready to go as far as rigged out. I've got my electronics in place, my Lowrance are mounted, and I wanted to go over a quick video on how that all went out. A lot of guys are posting videos out there, their setup, how they have their electronics, and the types of mounts that they're using, and the configurations of units. A lot of guys are using different brands. I'm actually staying with Lowrance completely for the entire boat. I know some guys are running, different brands side by side, but I'm running the Lowrance. I like the Lowrance. I feel like the Lowrance is as good as anything out there, if not better, and offers me everything that I'm going to need, especially with their new active target coming out. I don't have that yet, but it's coming soon, hopefully. But I wanted to go over my configuration at the console and then again at the bow, and how it's set up and what I've done. So basically, I've got the 16-inch HDS Live here at the console, and I have one of those DuraSafe E-locks. I'm not sponsored by DuraSafe. I bought it just like everybody else. And I have the Precision mount, which the guys at Precision make an incredible mount. I mean, it is so solid here. It's not moving. Once you bolt it in place at the beginning of the season, it's locked in, ready to go. I just really love the way that they've paid attention to the detail and the peace of mind that once I put it in place, I'm good to go. So I'm running the 16 here, and then at the bow, I'm running a 12. And I'll kind of get into that here in a minute. But first off, one of the new things that I'm going to be running on my boat this year is graph glass. And this is just like what you'd put on your phones. If you drop your phone, you'd break it, or if something was dropped on your phone, you could break the glass on it. And we have these screen protectors. At the current time, I don't even have one on my phone. I've got it, I just need to install it. But I definitely want this for my graph, because obviously the graphs are so expensive, and they're so important to everyday fishing on the water. So I rely on them obviously for mapping, and then obviously finding fish, and so on and so forth. One year I actually broke my graph with a tungsten weight and shattered the grass, and that was terrible, because I had to try to get that repaired or replaced, and in the middle of a tournament season it was just very inconvenient. Okay, it says to start, wash your hands and use enclosed clean cloth and wipes to clear the screen. So this is the clean cloth. I've already cleaned my hands. Actually pretty dirty. Got it cleaned up. Pull on this pull tab here. So I'm tearing off the inner layer, or A1 there, from the tempered glass, and it says apply glass to screen with hands. Peel down to the last little corner there. Pretty simple process. From looking at it forward on, you really can't see the bubbles, but they're in there. So I'm just going to work those bubbles out the corners. They actually do work out pretty easy, just with pressure. Just keep pushing them out there. And you just run them out to the sides and they're good to go. Okay, so at the bow, I'm actually running a 12-inch HDS Live unit. And just like the console, I've went with this, what they call a Precision Sonar makes a pedal plate. And that just bolts over your existing pedal well on the bow of your Ranger. I'm not sure if they make them for every boat, but for the Ranger, that one is available. And just like the console one, it's solid. Once you screw it in to this kind of whatever this is, I believe this is marine board that goes around your trolling motor, you are locked in place. I mean, this unit's ready to go. And then I've also got an E-lock on there. And then underneath, I have used some Gorilla Tape, and I've mounted my hydro wave. Let me show you that. There it is right there. Give you a different angle. So there's the hydro wave right there. That's how I've mounted that. and it's got that double back sticky tape that Gorilla Glue, Gorilla makes, and it locks it in. It's going to hold there all day, and it makes it a little hard to see, but once I peer over the side, I can get to it. And then I'm super familiar with the keypad and what I need it to do, and I can still see the little LED readout, and as I'm scrolling through, whether I'm on pause or whether I have it on the different sounds. So that's ready to go. And then later on, once I get the active target technology with the transducer that I'll mount here on my motor guide, I'm going to go ahead and put another plate here that Precision Sonar makes, and that'll enable me to run another unit up front here. As opposed to getting like a double stacked, I went with this kind of a configuration because running another unit just for the active target's a whole new thing to me. I ran the live sight, which was basically Lowrance Gen 1 of their forward shooting technology last year, caught fish on it. If you remember, if you guys watched that one up on Sturgeon Bay, the FLW Pro Circuit title championship up there, I caught some on the forward shooting electronics, but I only still ran one unit. But my understanding is moving forward, I'll need a dedicated unit for the active target forward shooting technology. So I'm getting prepared for that. Just got the Precision Sonar mount for that. I have the other Lowrance in the box, but until I get the transducer, I'm just going to run this for the first couple of events or however long before I get my forward shooting technology. And then of course I'm going to go ahead and mount the graph glass on this unit as well, just for the added protection. It's been a while since I broke glass on a graph or unit, and obviously it's something that's just an extra added measure of insurance just to protect your units, and I think it's well worth it to have that peace of mind and know that if I did drop a tungsten weight on there, it's not going to break. Plus, the way that I mount my unit, it's flush. Something could just drop out of my hands and hit the unit and break. So, and having two of them up here, definitely going to need those. So I like to keep everything simple. I like to keep everything streamlined. I try to minimize distractions, maximize focus, so that I'm not just kind of wandering off and trying to figure out this or that. Just always keeping first things first, and that's locating the fish, trying to understand them, making the proper presentations to try to catch them. Anyways, that's it for now, guys. Hey, thank you for tuning into the YouTube channel. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Just wanted to share with you guys my electronic setup on my Ranger Z520L, and then what I'm doing differently this year. Thanks for watching, and until next time, good fishing.